Hi YouTube, this is MsBabybees. I'm recording another video today. I promise you it is the last one of the day. This is a makeup sort of related, beauty related video. Something I've been wanting to film for a while, and it is based on the CND Shellac nails. I've been doing this for a while now, typically on and off, just because I've had some up and down experiences with it. There's been a lot of video, there's been quite a few videos on it, but not as many as I would like. When I was researching it, I wish that there had been more information on it because there were a lot of questions that I had that weren't necessarily answered. So I'm hoping to answer some of them for you guys. Typically, like the CND Shellac nail experience. If you don't know what it is, a shellac is basically like a, I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's basically like a hardened, like gel nail lacquer is the best way I can explain it. It is done with UV rays, and you put your nails in, and it's a few sessions. I think. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. First layer is like a clear coat, which is like the base coat, and then you put in the UV ray light for about I think 5 minutes. Take them out, and they're dry, and then they do like a coat. Well, if you do a French, they do the pink color or whatever the regular base color is. They do a coat of that on both sides. If you ask them to do a little bit darker, they will do 2 coats of that, and typically the same thing, back in the UV rays, and then 5 minutes until it dries. Take it out. I think it's about 5 minutes, a few minutes until it basically hardens. They do it all for you. And every time they take it out, it's dry. And then they'll do the same thing over and over again for each layer. They'll do a little white tip with it, and these are all done with the CND, the shellac nail lacquer, or whatever they are. They're basically like a gel, and what they do is they help to strengthen your nails and make them a little bit harder. Like every time they come off for me, they're really hard with them on, like really strong. I can't explain it, but I'm not worried about them breaking. I'm not worried about them falling apart because they're just really strong. Stronger than my nails have ever felt, even when I don't touch them at all. And really, really healthy. And every time I take them off, they grow really nicely. They're perfect and hard and beautiful. And then I bite them down. But that's my own personal doing. I have a really bad biting nail habit, but these make my nails beautiful, and I don't bite them. I don't bite my nails when they're painted, so that's the only reason. They're not touched. So they're not unhealthy the way gels are. Gels will end up damaging your nails after a while. I've never gotten anything done like this before. It was just always regular nail polish, and then I've done the shellac. And I did the shellac because I heard so many great reviews about it, and I was just really curious about it because I knew it wasn't damaging, it wasn't going to ruin my nails or anything like that. So I started doing it. It is really expensive depending on who you go to. It is a 2-week no chip formula basically for your nails. So from the time that they they gel it on and UV ray it, like when you walk out the door it's dry, and it shouldn't chip for 2 weeks. It shouldn't trip for 2 weeks. I had terrible first experiences. I tried it at this place not too far away from my house, but basically in Westchester. And when I tried it, it chipped within 4 days. I did it before I went away on vacation, and they peeled off, which was really weird. That's not supposed to happen. If that happens, stop going to that person because they will probably continue to do it, which they did continue to do it. I went to him like 3 more times, and every time I went to him, same thing happened. It would chip and peel off within like 3-4 days, and it was just ridiculous. It was like I was paying $35 for the French it's like extra $5 I think for the French every single time, and it was lasting me actually less than a regular manicure would, and looking terrible. Like it wouldn't even stay on. So I was really upset with it, and I just stopped doing it for a while. And then I got my nails done at a place that was closer to my house, and again for vacation sort of thing. and basically I did just a regular nail polisher, but I realized that they had shellac. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'll come back in a week. And I told her my experience with the shellac, and she was like, that should not happen. Like, come back and I'll do your nails. Came back, and this is the result. It has been 1 week and not a single chip. They're looking really beautiful, so I'm getting really close. They're really strong, really healthy. The only thing you'll notice with this is that your nails will start growing out longer than where the French tips are, which I'm noticing in some nails. I don't know if you'll be able to see. There you go, a little bit. So my nail bed, it's not my nail bed, my nails are starting to grow a little bit longer, and the French is not exactly where it should be, which isn't too much of a big deal to me, but if you do a solid coat, you might not, you probably won't realize that. So they have a wide range of colors. They keep adding colors, and they're really, really beautiful colors. You don't just have to get them like a French. I think I'm going to do a color the next time I go. I'm really pleased with this, and the place I go to now is a lot cheaper. Not a lot cheaper, but cheaper than the last one. If you go on CND Shellac's their site, they list all of the salons near your area, so if you look them up, you'll be able to see all of the surrounding ones that are around you, and you can figure out, which one is best. If you have a bad experience with one of them, if you can find another one that's closer to you, I would say just try it, because it's not worth continuously paying money for something that's not working with the same person, which I'm really upset that I did, and it just wasn't worth it, so I really suggest trying other people. I found the perfect person. I'm really happy with it. I've had no problems. As you can see, they're beautiful, and I don't have to worry about the maintenance. If you're someone who gets your nails done a lot and you add up the prices, this typically runs from like $26 and up per time, so every 2 weeks, and you can go in and they'll soak them off for you in sort of like an acetone mixture. I'm not really sure what they soak it off in, because mine have always peeled off first. But it's basically just I'm sure it's like a mild solution. You'll soak them off, and then you can either do a shellac again or whatever nail procedure you want. But basically, if you add up the prices, it'll cost you to get a regular manicure, regular French every week, as opposed to doing this every 2 weeks. It is a lot cheaper. This will last a lot longer. They do it for pedicures, but I wouldn't fully recommend a shellac pedicure, because regular pedicures last forever as it is, so you really don't need a shellac for something to last a long time. I just recommend it for the manicure, especially if you're trying to grow out your nails and make them healthier. I would suggest starting with this and then maybe moving on to regular, which I might do, and try to make my nails healthier. So that was my shellac experience. I find it really rewarding. Even when it was peeling off, it looked beautiful before then, obviously, and I was really happy with it until it peeled off. But now that it's not peeling off, I am extremely ecstatic about the whole thing, and I fully recommend it, and I would do it again. I am going to do it again in about a week from today, actually. A week from today will be the 2-week mark, and I'm going to go into my lady and do it again, and hopefully find a place that is cheaper around my school who I can trust, because I live further than that, so I can't really just go to anybody. But I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions about the shellac, just leave me a comment below or a message, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!